Well, I don't know how we can follow up from that first game, and clearly it's taken a bit of time, and we're right into the thick of it right now. I2K versus Panic at the Vito. We already got 7 rounds in. What has been going on, Wing?
We've been keeping an eye on this one. Well, one eye on this one, one eye on the foot game, because that was an absolute barn burner. But Panic at the Vito actually won the pistol and the conversion, but since then it has been all I2K. And for those of you who maybe haven't been keeping up with the news, I2K are actually playing with 2 stand-ins for this event. Zenta and Focus have come in to step into this room for EPIC Man. And right now, they have stepped up massively. Zenta very much holding his own. Focus been chipping in when it has been required of him, but leading the way right now has been Mazza.
It is the story of stand-ins if we're following that foot game. Obviously, Drago, the coach, doing an absolute unit over there. But yeah, it is a bit difficult coming into the middle of it. But obviously, we can talk about I2K. Really good round so far. I mean, to come back from that pistol and conversion to win 5. Right now, very much focus on an island. There not really much he can do. Mid-crunch coming in. That is a special from Shane's side. Obviously, he does play for Belfast Storm. They do like to focus on mid, so do keep an eye on that on the CT side. Obviously, their favorite one, but looks like trades going either way. Dragonstar with a double coming into this A site, or fully blind, not really able to do much impact here. Bit difficult to really get into this bomb site. Flashes, Util all in their face. Mazza really wants to get in their faces here, and it's working so well. Zenti with the trade there. It's all on Zero, the half-natty legend. This would be some clutch. That is the first.
Yeah, but it's already just picks up the AWP, he's tucking tail, he's getting out of there straight away. Having the big green carried over into the next round could be very valuable if you want to recover this CT side, because the rest of your economy is nothing as it stands. Dragonstar already on the hunt, trying to take this weapon away. This would be a massive scalp for I2K. Does it like Zero will be allowed to keep hold of it though?
Yeah, and I mean, I guess something we should probably bring up is obviously the new patch that everyone is playing on. Obviously, CT side benefiting a little bit more. They're not on the new patch. Well, hey, guess what? I don't know my stuff. And that's a Shin moment right there. That's a proper Shin moment right there. But it is what it is. I mean, yeah, I mean, I2K, they're very much in momentum right now. And one thing I have picked up from watching, obviously, Shane. Obviously, I know it's just not him, the whole team. But when the going gets tough, it really is tough for them to get back. But I think we will see some shining moments from the likes of, you know, NCX, sorry, and Zero Stack. Obviously, we know him from university. I mean, some player he is.
Yeah, he's quite a player, but we do have a little bit of a tech pause right now. Oh, and as I say that, it's just about to kick off once again. Hey, that's a positive jinx for once. That's a caster curse that we like.
That's right. I mean, if you don't know, I think we are the worst caster cursors on the planet. So for once, well, I mean, knock on wood, that does not, you know, come back to bite us. But yeah, we're getting straight back into the thick of it right now. And obviously, money not really the best for Panic at the Vito. It is the CT side economy. Obviously, we do know how tough it is to get back into it. So it very much is do or die at this moment.
Yeah, limited utility on the CT side means you can't really go for those aggressive CT plays for one, because it leaves you so vulnerable late. But as I say that, Shane does pick up a double kill down towards ramp. Does lose his life for it, but a 2-for-1 trade is good enough for him. And Silerak does actually pick off Focus as well. I2K, for the first time in a while, kind of have their backs up against the wall in the round.
Yeah, this will really test their determination here in these mid-rounds to see what they can do. I mean, Zenti, he is top connector. He has got a bit of a gap, as I say. Reese very well burst. We'll pick him off. Ooh. And now LTH, I mean, he's got a way into this bomb site, but of course,
doesn't
NCX.
Expect the second player. Doesn't expect the second player. Planting in the open, and nice. NCX will clean it up. Panic at the Vito finally get another round on the board, but you do have to say they will need more if they want to stay in this game.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, as I said before, CT side, it's always going to be tough. You're always going to be on the back foot. So it is good to see that despite them losing 6 rounds in a row, they're able to get one back, and hopefully this can kickstart a bit of a, you know, momentum for them.
Yeah, but as we see here, the big green being brought out for the T side. I believe the first appearance is made in this half. So Mazza hoping to have a little bit of impact with that.
You don't know Mazza with this AWP. He's been lighting it up in the UKIC quals. I mean, this guy, when he's on fire, he makes it known. I mean, UK Kenny's? Maybe a bit too much, but honestly, this guy's consistency on this AWP is absolutely insane. So definitely keep your eyes on that man.
Yeah, and it has been one of the big reasons for ICK's success. Obviously having a very good run within the UKIC Masters qualifiers. Were unsuccessful in the qualification, but it was such a tough field that a strong showing is... I'd say that's very much a win for them. Disappointing to miss out, but it's still a good bit of momentum to begin to build. It does look like Focus already pushed up inside of top connector. Ooh, but Shane double kill. Yeah, such an aggressive player, picking off 2 Ts, and Sorex chimes in with the AWP as well, making another one. Aware of the lurkout palace from Zenta, and Mazza all alone. He's got 2 CTs right next to him. He's going to be in for a nasty surprise as soon as he picks this corner. Does get the first one for Shane, but does not expect NCX. Panic at the Veto, very much recovering this half.
IGK kind of brute force in their way. I mean, it has worked for 6 rounds in a row, but you are playing Panic at the Veto. These are very well-experienced players. You can't get away with doing the same thing over and over again. But it is later towards the end of the half. I guess they're trying to be a bit sneaky with it. I mean, they have been out-aiming them on Mirage. I mean, it is Mirage, the most puggiest map, in the map pool. So it will get to a point where, they will, click together. So I think we're now seeing a bit the real Panic at the Veto at the moment. So if they can end the half strong, I think we're on for a good game.
Yeah, and something you mentioned in the pre-game, they do need to get a few more rounds on this CT side, because from what we've seen, their T sides have been a little bit iffy on this map. It has something they have struggled with. They do need to mount this comeback very early. And it's going to be looking like a straight up B-pop, but the T's have actually just called a cancel where there's 2 players towards this site, and it has drawn rotations, but it might just be a little bit too slow for I2K to get onto the A-bomb site.
Yeah, I mean, that missed orb shot, definitely an avenue into there, but good util to stop them, and good awareness from I2K not to keep going there, because the rotations were, on their way there, but they're now navigating the way through middle. There is an opening in connector. That window smoke will deny Sorex a bit of a, an entryway through mid. Focus, he's just pop flashing as well through. I mean, he's going into jungle, so this will be a bit of a surprise for the CTs, but Zero well aware of this.
That's the bomb spotted. That's the bomb spotted, and that is actually the bomb drop. Focus does get the kill onto Zerlag, and actually gets the second one as well. NCX does trade out his teammate, but the A site has fallen. You have to fight for it from CT now, and you are just being mowed down. Reese able to get one, but into this 1 versus 1 that Mazza will emerge victorious in. I2K up to 7 as we go into the final round of the half.
Maybe I should have said he was Monacy, because he's so good on the rifle as well. I mean,
that's more of a Zywoo, isn't it?
Where's that? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you're not wrong. We want to big up Zywoo.
Or maybe Nika does.
He's already on, Cloud9, bro. Zywoo's winning everything, so we might as well big up, the lesser teams like Falcons. Obviously a joke, but yeah, I mean, final round of the half. I mean, if it has obviously gone quite quick, because, we jump right into the middle of the game, but I2K looking to end it how they kind of started. And it is a bit of a mix by obviously Shane kind of relegating himself to that MP9. So obviously we are playing on the pre-patch. So this gun, as we know, is still broken. So keep an eye on Shane.
One last hurrah for the most overpowered SMG that Counter-Strike has ever seen. Zerlag will actually be the one chiming in with the M4, getting a triple kill, holding off the apartment's push. Mazza all alone is able to pick the first, but it's still I think it's an unscalable mountain for him to climb. Although, as I say that, low HP and a missed shot from Sorex does give him a second lease of life.
Hold on!
Swinging out, only able to get the 3. A valiant effort, but it's not going to be enough. Panic at the Veto do somewhat recover their CT side. I2K leads 7-5 at the half.
It very much is the Mazda show on the I2K at the moment. We are going to see, well, we need to see some other players stand up right now, like LTH, for example. I know he can have a very good game when he's on it, so... But I think they'll be quite happy. Maybe a little bit disappointed the fact that they did win that 6 and they did get disrupted, but I think it'll be okay. Win this pistol, it'll be smooth sailing.
Yeah, you mentioned you want LTH to step up a bit more. The one that I think is missing a little bit for them right now is Dragonstar. Watching him in the online tournaments, he was dominating games when given the opportunity. So if we get a little bit more out of him, then I2K should be able to walk this over the line.
Early land jitters, maybe. Everyone is still, focusing up here, getting used to what they have. It is the first game. BO1s, they can be such a nuisance. It can go either way.
CT aggression up Cat here. Shane may not be expecting it, but essentially teammate taking first contact. Sorex does only get 1, and Dragonstar here caught between a rock and a hard place. Somehow able to almost worm his way out of it though. And yeah, as that distraction came in, the B pop, and that is the bomb plant for Panic at the Veto. Mazza and LTH with so much to do. There's a kit in play, but you have to get through 3 players to even get to the bomb.
Let's have this kit. No armor though, and they're going to make light work of him, just leaving all Mazza. And honestly, you'd probably want him in this type of position with the way he has been aiming, but clearly the Glocks too strong on this case, and Panic at the Vito, that means he got both pistols on this map. So if we're going by this pattern as well, they win the conversion, and then what, I2K take it from there?
You never know. I'd like to be proven wrong in that case. I want another barn burner. The other two got lucky with their game.
Honestly. If you haven't already, I mean, that Foot TSM game, that should have been a complete breeze for Foot. But I think they were putting on a show. It was the first game of Epic. They're probably chilling out, probably not trying as hard, but, you know, that's what we think.
Not expecting the power of UK Counter-Strike, maybe. The boys coming over from France. Panic of the Vito. Do look like they want to go straight for an A hit, but there's going to be the stacked sight coming out here from I2K. Just leaving Mazza on his own and focus. Focus. You better do something with this. I don't think he's in a great position for it.
No, I've not really. Zeus and Sandwich is not really the best. Hopefully they do take contact away from it. Yes! Yes, it worked! It worked! He got the Zeus. You know what? I'm happy. Yep. They don't even need to win this. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second! This is a full eco! It's all on zero stack. It's just a USP. I mean, surely not, right?
Surely not.
Okay.
Surely not.
Oof.
I mean, we were just going to say the Zeus kill on its own was a win, a bit of a moral victory, but he being able to take 4 guns away from Panic at the Vito there, that's mental. Obviously, it is an AK being saved, which is kind of crucial for the C side because the money not in a good place for them. Sorix will actually just be bringing out the AWP, but the rest of them, a couple of Galils being brought into this one. You'd argue that CTs almost have a... Well, actually, I've just looked at the utilities. CTs do not have a better buy.
I mean, I'm surprised Sorix actually is able to get this ult out. Looking to get some sort of pick on B early here. He's going to be running it down. LTH jump spotting. Will he get his head deleted? No, he won't. He will count his lucky stars. But that is information that the AWP is in play.
Yeah, and a bit of a reset coming out here from Panic at the Vito. Two players being able to walk up mid, and it will be actually Silak. Get the first onto Dragonstar. Focus popping out of Connect underpass though. Will reply. Yeah, Sorix is there. Reese, all right in the side of Mazza's head and able to double up for himself as well. LTH pushing through the apartment. Shane, don't do it to him, Shane! You gotta love it! Panic at the Vito retake the lead.
Wow, maybe today is our day. We got a Zeus kill and a knife kill all in the same game.
Oh, I'm happy.
Today's a beautiful day.
I'm happy now. I don't have to do any more games for the rest of the day. This has been perfect.
I didn't want to cast anymore. You know what? I've already seen it all. I mean, in beautiful glory, in HD quality. I mean, that's fantastic right there. Thank you, Shane. Thank you. But if we are being honest, I mean, you were bringing up Dragonstar as the man to watch, but it is, what, the second time that he does die towards shore. I mean, obviously in the pistol round he did push up and he had a lot of whiffs. So he is looking a bit chilly at the moment, which is not good for I2K's, you know, comeback potential, it seems.
Yeah, and it's not really, it doesn't really look like it's going to be changing in this one. It's just going to be the eco buy and the 2 players going down towards ramp early and the A side being completely undefended now. You'd imagine this is just a formality. That is potentially an AK to save, but doesn't look like it's going to be happening. LTH miles away.
5-7 in a dream.
And the dream is keeping the 5-7 at this point. It's not a very ambitious dream, but it's the one that LTH is going to try and accomplish.
That gun is still down short, isn't it? So he could try and make his way there, but you can already see Reese. I think he's going to pick up that AK and throw it away. Yep. He's picked it up, and he's taken that far, far away from LTH's hands. So it will just be the 5-7 saved and the armor. So I guess something to take into the next round. So, but surprisingly, yeah, Panic at the Vito with that momentum towards the latter stages of the first half, taking control of the game now. So I2K, maybe take a little bit of a break, discuss some stuff, because before you know it, they'll be on double digits. So will be time for a comeback.
Yeah, you would say this next round is going to be very important here for I2K. LTH, I mean, saved armor maybe means he can drop one over to his teammate. Well, actually, just choosing to fully invest into his own weaponry and utility. Mazza bringing out the AWP, sacrificing the utility for that. Only a single kit in play for the CT will be on LTH, so something to keep an eye on should the round go on a little bit longer.
Maybe we're going to try something aggressive. I mean, Mazza has nothing apart from that AWP, and he is very much that battle style AWPer. So hopefully he gets in the faces of Panic at the Vito and shows his potential and what he can do, because we know how dangerous he is. this is a bit of a Shane special. Just a simple A exec. No map control found. Shane towards top middle. He loves this play. He will late lurk into connector as his team does come out on this A site. And it's a beautiful execution. Everybody's hitting their shots. No response from the CT side. And Mazza, who I've been bigging up, lets me down when it matters most. LTH, I did bring up his name. Does get a double. But as I said, Shane, late activation connector. Dragon Star's aware. He gets a double as well. And this round is someone going the complete opposite way. It's now Sorek stuck in Palace. They know where he is. Smoked off. This is going to be impossible for him to win.
Tech9 out trying to spam through, but at that sort of range, Dragonstar is able to escape with only minor scratches. LTH getting tagged down as well, but Sorex left with just a sliver, being watched closely by Dragonstar, who's pushed up onto the balcony as the fuse comes in. Sorex a little bit too slow, and Dragonstar, I dare say, would have got him anyway. So I2K booking their first round on the CT side.
What a round to throw. I mean, 2 entries into the A site. Shane late activation. Dragonstar. Finally, I think he's heard us finally talking about, you know, him having a bit of a cold start. What a round from him. Definitely knows how Shane plays, because the fact he's ready for the connector play, beautiful stuff from him, and then I'm assuming the 180 to kill the player on site. And then, yeah, they play that 2v1 perfectly. Thorax, there's not really much he can do. Smoked off Palace, and he was low HP. So I2K, oh, well, poor Mazza. Could have maybe saved focus his life, but Thorax will get that kill, so, a bit weaker then.
Yeah, Panic at the Veto not wanting to let that 5v2 loss haunt them. So NCX extending. It's a 1-for-1 trade there from Zeralak. We'll take down LTH. Dragonstar posted on short. Full blind, doesn't matter, still converts the kill. Molotov to delay the push even further. Panic at the Veto still heavily favored towards this B side of the map, but that is your short presence dealt with immediately. And now Shane left completely isolated. Does have the bomb on his back, but Dragonstar is going to spot him out, and I2K will be tying us up once again.
I was looking, hoping we'd see an Assassin's Creed moment of him just dive in, swoop him from the heavens, get a knife kill, maybe get a bit of revenge, but, you know, I can kind of see why they wouldn't. They do probably want to close this game out. Coming into this, you'd probably say they are the favorites for this game. I mean, this is technically their full team apart from a couple stand-ins. Obviously, Panic at the Veto, a bit of a random stack, all of these players on pretty much different teams. So, the fact that it is very close, I'll take it. This is exactly what we wanted. And it is, you know, level-headed at the moment.
Yeah, and especially with the performances that I2K showed up in the Masters qualifiers, you would have, if I2K were at full strength, they should probably walk this game. But maybe the double stand-in situation, maybe playing into them slightly. And we haven't seen a massive amount of impact from the likes of Focus and Zenta. It has mainly been the core of LTH, Mazza, and Dragonstar that have been dragging I2K through this round.
So he's just fully holding W there. I mean, very ballsy, but with the MAC-10, not really much you can do there. I mean, these Deagles need to find something here. Yeah, they are walking out A.
But it's all a diversion. It's all a diversion. The A hits the final decider. NCX does only get one before being traded out. Shane with the Deagle. He can maybe get a lucky pop shot here. He's just given up his opportunity there. He just has to sit back and wait for Reese to try and activate. He's beginning to push his way through market, but the longer he takes, the more I2K are going to be aware of it.
There's a gap there, but they are very vigilant. Mazza with the trade. So it does just leave poor old Shane with this Deagle and 45 seconds to come up with the best way to somehow make this round winnable. But you can already see, I mean, Dragonstar making the move up mid. Shane can't even pull out his gun in time. And that will be I2K, sorry, taking back the lead.
Yeah, as we mentioned, we needed Dragonstar to step up in the last few rounds. He very much has. A massive part of that 5 versus 2 retake with those 2 kills for out connector and the final one. And since then, it has just been very consistent performances being put up on the short. So it's kind of locked that part of the map off for Panic at the Veto.
And you can tell it's getting serious at the moment. It is attack timeout that has been called out. I mean, we've basically seen brief stints of both teams in their domination periods, and then it swaps back over. In this round, Panic, what is the goal here? Probably get the bomb down. I mean, or do they risk with the force? I mean, there's just not enough rounds to play with.
There's not enough rounds to play with. You can't really risk too much of a force. You just have to try and take a couple guns away, get the bomb plant so you give yourself some extra finances for the next round, because that is going to be the crucial one.
Surely not, right? All 5 of them heading towards B.
Are we
gonna see one?
Are we gonna see it?
Rush B.
The Counter Strike special? Maybe not. Reese is just going in early to gather info. Molly has forced his hand to push it forward, but with the Glock, not really going to do much. He is depleting the CT utility, however, and now the rest of the hit is able to come in. Reese does swing out to try and divert the attention, but it's just a bit of a clean-up here for LTH and Dragonstar. Dragonstar trying to get those deagles, LTH swinging out the USB, but Mazza chiming in. Perfect rotation coming out.
Come on,
there.
Dragonstar. It's okay. We watched him that entire time. Poor guy couldn't even hit a shot, but you know what? It's fine. It's the eco. He'll probably just be happy with that round win, and I2K 2 away from that magical number 13. And, well, I did say the T side, obviously, I'm pretty sure Shane is calling, but if he isn't, it will be a basic puggy T side. And obviously one of their main execs is just hitting up a bomb site straight away, and Shane playing that lurk activation in mid. There's not really a lot of variety to it. So I'm very interested to see, maybe try and use Zero Stack to kind of find a way into this bomb site or get some sort of entry and work off that, because he's been aiming absolutely beautifully from what we've seen today. So try and use your best pieces to get an advantage.
Counter-Strike, ladies and gentlemen.
Counter-Strike. Oh, it's crazy.
Anyway, Panic at the Vito are still going to try and keep working towards middle. Dragonstar has tucked himself inside of the ladder room. Zenta does maybe have an angle over the smoke, but doesn't really want to overextend and give up his life for free. So mid being seeded right now by the CT side. Panic at the Vito do have a little bit of utility to work with. Focus flashed into ward ramp, doesn't get anything, but NCX is lurking just outside, and the rest of the Panic players are actually rotating in. And we actually also see Mazza beginning to fade off towards the B bomb site.
That flash in, sees nothing. That means Mazza. I mean, you'd think it'd be B. This could be a really good timing from Panic at the Vito.
Yeah, Focus sticking around, however. He's going to get such early info. Will allow Zenta to call things over. Now his Focus fading away actually had a perfect opportunity. Panic beginning their execute, and we do see the orb of Mazza rotating back through. NCX will capitalise on the kill onto Zenta, however. Mazza makes his presence known with a double kill. Traded out by Sorex, but they still don't know about Focus. Will be hard cleared by Reese, and the bomb site has fallen. LTH once again left in an almost unwinnable situation. And you'd imagine this would be Panic moving up to double digits.
Yeah, the economy on the CT side is so fickle. I mean, going for this is such a risk. I mean, the money can just deplete in an instant. So unless he gets some sort of gift into this bomb site, he should just save this gun and play for his life.
Yeah, the finances for O2K do potentially warrant him going for this, but with no kit, yeah. You'd imagine it's going to be a save here.
That's really great conditioning, by the way, from Panic at the Vito. I know the rounds they've lost towards middle and B haven't obviously gotten their way, but you can see on the rotations, Mazza, they flash into check ramp, don't see nothing. Well, obviously they've been hitting B and, you know, towards short so many times. I'll just go post up over there. So there's a great window that they did abuse, and now you got to wonder, will I2K be aware of that in the next coming rounds and play off that a little bit better?
Yeah, indeed. And yeah, it always feels like that was a bit of conditioning coming out from Panic at the Vito. They've had such a puggy style thus far, but once they put that mid pressure, I2K immediately think, okay, it's going to be a mid play. That's what they've done every single time. But the fallback towards the A site, it was a little bit slow and a little bit messy at the time, but it was a very good idea play. But honestly, getting the kills, that's all that matters.
Honestly,
sometimes if you hit your entries, you win the round.
Exactly, and I mean, Sorex has got the first one to go, but it's good to see that Panic at the Vito still got a bit of variety in their strap late into this game. But what else can you do if I2K just swing it into you? Just get the kills, and that's exactly what they're doing now. LTH will get one back, but this A-bomb site is vacant. There is nobody here whatsoever apart from Mazza, who could put up a decent fight. No con smoke, so there's a bit of a gap there. LTH does have to move onto the same bomb site, but again, Mazza not hitting the crucial shots, which I have said he can do. Feeling a little bit cold, but Reese, 2 towards mid, and Mazza not hitting those shots will come back to her.
They're hunting. They know exactly where he is. They need to take this AWP away to give themselves the best possible opportunity, and another miss out of Mazza. It's been a disastrous round for I2K. Panic at the Vito tying it up. The CT economy in shambles. Are Panic going to steal this one away?
Mazza making me look fraudulent. I've hyped this guy up, and I think he's only gotten, what, 6-7 kills on the CT side? I think he's very much used up all his firepower on this T side, and now when his team need him most, he's gone missing. Where has he gone?
And this is a big problem when you're so reliant on a single player. Mazza, he's fallen off a little bit in the CT side. Dragonstar has stepped up initially, but since I've mentioned that, he's actually fallen off again. So I2K, they have no real firepower right now, and with a very puggy style that Panic play on the pug map, yeah, it does come down to the aim, which Panic have just been better.
It doesn't really feel like a collective group effort to win this game. It's very much just individuals coming alive when it matters most. But when it really comes down to Panic, I think they've shown a bit more structure. I mean, obviously, they won both pistols, which really helps. And obviously, they really came back into this game when things looked bleak. So, looking at this round now, I mean, I2K have a decent read. 3 players coming in, 4 making focus coming over. This could be a scary round, actually.
Yeah, it could indeed. Dragonstar posted it in the little rat spot. You do love this one. Not being cleared by NCX. That's the AK given over, and the double kill on the MP9.
3!
Salak able to get 2, but Dragonstar there tripling up. Shane will eventually take him down, put it all on Zenta.
Playing default.
Not being watched.
Not
being watched. Saw the low HP player. Knew the bomb plant was Reese. Tucking in towards Van. Zenta just trying to get the perfect opportunity, but Reese is going to be swinging into him. He's going to see the back of the head, and the MP9 player will go down. Match point goes the way of Panic at the veto.
It's like I said, individuals coming live when it matters most. Dragonstar, 3 kills on the MP9 going unchecked. Zenti, I think he overplayed it a little bit, and I mean, with the MP9, as soon as you see the guy, go for him. But he let Reese play with it, and yeah, I mean, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt so late into the game. Now you gotta play for overtime. Money's decent. They've kept their money honest. This is a must-win round. I mean, Mazza, time to come alive, my friend. This AWP needs to find something.
Yeah, if you're going to make this investment into the final round of the game, sacrificing the utility, you need to make it work. And in the last few rounds, it has just not been happening. But Panic, they're just looking like they want to go for a straight-up A hit here. 3 players inside the Palace, although we do actually see a little bit of a fade away. Maybe thinking better of it.
Yeah, they like proning towards the start of the round and then go away from it. I mean, LTH does kill Stack. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was meant to be the lurk into Con, but now him going down, I think that does give up the plan. So, I mean, are they going to cancel? Don't. Looks like they're not.
They're not going to cancel. They are walking into the more stacked bomb site. You have Dragonstar for a quick rotation as well. This could be just walking straight into the meat grinder, but Panic look like they will think that's exactly what we are going to do. Working their way up, Zenta able to get one as Mazza's AWP chimes in, quickly traded out, but Focus swings the trades in their way. I2K, Dragonstar closing out regulation. We are going to overtime, ladies and gentlemen.
I think that's making up for the 7 rounds we missed. We're getting an extra bit of overtime to make up for that. I think the players knew that, obviously, of course. They're in on it. It's all scripted. But nah, really good recovery. I mean, that kill, Stack, if he plays his life a little bit longer and goes unnoticed, maybe that would have worked. But really good awareness, shutting him down. And they didn't really have anything else. They had no map control to work with. And they have been hitting their shots in the last couple rounds, so they probably thought, well, why not do it again? But I2K have come alive. And now we're in OT. Let's get it, baby. Second game of the day and we already got overtime.
Yeah, and I2K actually bringing out the double AWP immediately. LTH bringing one out for himself, and obviously Mazza, his weapon of choice, this mid-aggression coming out. NCX very much locked in right now. Can't even get the first. Dragonstar taking him down. But with all that utility being committed towards mid, Reese and Sorex able to get them in the back as they retreat, as the A site has fallen. Sorex, he had lurked his way out onto B, but he's quickly dealt with by Mazza. I2K knowing it's going to be the A hit, but will they expect Reese already inside of the window room? No, they will not. Lovely little double headshot out of Reese there. 3 in the round as Panic take the first round here in overtime. And I2K, you committed a lot of resources to that mid-aggression. NCX called it out that there was heavy mid-player presence from the CTs. They just walk out A, free bomb site.
Simple as that, honestly. It's sometimes just as simple as that. I mean, great awareness, obviously. As soon as NCX goes down, boom, straight to A. And they got the window, so why not abuse it? And Panic at the veto. I mean, I think they've been really good at catching these timings. Obviously, I2K, they have been aware at times, but moment in time, Panic at the veto, their T-side's looking pretty good at the moment, so... Well, maybe a bit of a jinx.
maybe a little bit of a jinx. I mean, it's still a 4 versus 3. It's still very much winnable. And Sorex's AWP still in play. Focus tucking himself into towards Ticket, but actually backing off the CT. That is giving over the bomb site to the T side. I2K looking like they want to commit to a retake play here.
I mean, they've cleared out top mid I2K. I'm saying Panic at the Vito, they want to go quiet, but there's not really much time to do that. They know, and they are surrounded. They've got to just find a pick somehow before they get this bomb down, and that's exactly what they're doing, doubling up the connector. How does Shane not get that? Reese will get the trade, but that could have been the opening they needed, and all they need to do is play time now. LTH is on the flank. Doesn't really matter if they get the bomb down. It's overtime. So just play your life, and let LTH get the... I mean, well, Mazza will actually get the first, and Sorks is stuck on default. I mean, he can't really find anything.
Yeah, and the Tech-9 spray eluding you when you need it the most. LTH lurking up ramp. Sorks not expecting it. Will be given a second bite of the cherry, but the 3 CTs beginning to close in on your position. You've got so many angles to worry about, and the utility whittling you down, susceptible to that M4. I2K with the instant response.
I like the way LTH played that, by the way. I mean, he didn't swing in, played his life, played with his team. You can tell, even though it's still late in this game, they're all still well communicated, well versed, and they're not risking it at all, because in Historics, he has been hitting shots on this AWP, and that free opener could have probably transcended into a potential 1v2. So, great teamwork from I2K to get that round back in their favor, tying it up now 13-13. And it's just been so back and forth that one team looks the favorite for the couple rounds, and then the other team's favorite for a couple rounds. I honestly couldn't even tell you who could win this game right now.
Yeah, it could very much be either, but Mazza making us want to believe it's going to be I2K. Lovely little aggressive flick out of the AWP. Sarlacc very much fighting for his life, and Mazza will aggress even further to take a second. Shane tickled low down already. You'd imagine this would be an I2K round, even though we're only 20 seconds in.
I mean, yeah, Shane 20 HP, restuck towards window, now
no,
spotted.
Yeah, those shots give away his position. I2K very much aware of it. Mazza will actually miss the shot to give Reese an opportunity.
Okay.
And with a heavy hitter for I2K being down, I might have spoken a bit too early saying this should be their round.
Potentially, but if you're looking at the minimap, I mean, again, no map control to work with. Dragonstar on the flank. I don't know if he's going to clear out T-spawn. He will. So they are going to find... Wait a minute. And Zenti's rotated off. So there is actually a way into this round.
They think it's going to be an A-play. They think it's going to be an A-play, and LTH has let them pass. This is going to be such a late notice for I2K. Panic have got the absolute perfect timing. Reese will be spotted by LTH, 4 versus 2, but you have one single CT on the site. Tickled down by the util and finished off by Shane. This round is not over yet, but they're backing off.
Okay. No way.
They're not.
No.
They can't.
Oh.
No, Dragonstar's caught on. Dragonstar knows exactly what is up. He is in position to take down this bomb. He takes down the bomb, he wins the round, but NCX winning out the gunfight! Shane needs to get this down. Risky plant for short, but it's both players rotating through ticket. NCX fishing for his teammate, but Shane just tucking in sight. AWP makes itself known. They know there's only a single rifle to worry about. Shane swinging into the AWP as he drops. Can't quite finish him off, but the missed shot keeps Shane alive. Able to capitalize with a kill onto focus, and now it's on Zenta. Pulling out utility. He's going to try and defuse it in the smoke. Spat from Shane. It's missing the mark.
No!
You can't do it! Zenta! How have you done that?
That round was UK heritage right there. That was cinema. Oh my god.
Oh, that is an absolute disaster for Panic at the Vito. NCX and Shane doing so much, but the one thing they could not do was keep an eye on that bomb. Zenta absolutely stealing that round away. I said that round would be unwinnable. I did not think it would be in that fashion.
I can't believe they didn't just stick to committing to plan B. That's what I would have done. That's my low-level face-it brain. Just plan B and play the 2v3. They go through connector and make it that close.
That was the most back and forth 30 seconds I think I have ever seen in Counter-Strike.
We're being blessed today. We're being blessed with really good Counter-Strike. Everyone leveling up their game. They know what's stake at EPIC45. And my word, it's not stopping for one moment. Reese now getting the opener. So back and forth. How many OTs do you want, Wing? Huh? How many do you want?
7. I really want to ruin the schedule for this tournament. Let's go for 7 OTs.
Another midnight, my friend. Oh, we're going in late today.
Producers really upset I said that, didn't he?
Well, I think everyone's upset behind the monitor. So honestly, that's a good thing if we're upsetting them. we'll keep doing that as the weekend progresses, but oh, dearie me. I don't even know if my mind can get back and focused into this round. I mean, again, I2K, man down, Sorix. Sorix's AWP, by the way, I know I've been bigging up Mazza, but his AWP has been consistent. Not flashy, but he's hitting the shots that matter, and this is really important.
He has always hit the shots he's needed to when he's been relied upon, and as I say that, he does miss the player coming out of the apartment. But 5 versus 3, well,
Oh no.
it should still be doable.
Oh no.
It should still be doable. One will go down, planted 4 short. They are very much locked into the site here. They have to try and get towards ramp. A miss shot out of Sorex. That's a given opportunity, but NCX and CLAC cleaning up in the end. Panic at the Veto will be tying this game up. Oh,
we really make ourselves look like clowns, don't we?
Oh,
just as we're about to have a monologue about why Sorix's AWP is just so consistent and so good. Misses every single shot. But luckily, his team there is there to save him. But oh my gosh, that's the Casa curse striking us again. Oh dear.
Oh, it's gonna
Apologies.
It's gonna happen a few more times. We've got 7 overtimes to go.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, you're not wrong actually. Make sure you guys got your popcorn when you're watching. We're gonna be strapped in for a while.
Good correction.
Oh,
It is only the 1 OT in the group stage. I did forget about that.
This tournament's anti-fun. How dare they deny us an
anti-fun.
OT7? And he's flipping us. Oh, I'm gonna have a word with him after this
Screw
game.
you, Epic Land. But no, I
wait.
love Epic Land. This is such a fun event.
We love being here.
This is such a fun event, but they actually the heavy CT aggression in towards connector. Focus will pick off the first, and Reese, I do think he's going to be there, but M4 Spray does give away the gig. Able to get the first, but only the first. So they're like, we'll actually trade out though. So we are stuck in a 3 versus 3 as Mazza picks off NCX. So advantage to the T side as things stand. They do still have a barrage of utility to work with. CTs, it's all on Sorex.
Maybe he was saving it for this round. His time to shine with the AWP. I mean, hasn't even had a chance to shoot yet. He's not seen anybody. But he will see the bomb coming his way. Well, he would have. But now that they know his position, I2K fully locked onto him. We'll get a nice little Kobe. So that is bomb down. Dragonstar just needs to be careful and play his life. They do not want to give Sorex a clip here. I mean,
they do not. His position has been given away by that Molotov trajectory. But yeah, I think Sorex taking such low HP. I don't think this is going to be winnable for him. He has to isolate these fights, but they're playing off each other very well right now. And there, as he peeks into Dragonstar, Zenta will convert the kill. So match point once again going the way of I2K.
Well, as you know, this is technically the final round. Can a team win this, or will we see a draw? Honestly, with the way this game has gone, it's deserved of a draw. Everyone's played really well.
Well, that's no fun.
I know. I hate draws, but that's what we're living with right now. This is what we have to deal with. But both teams definitely deserve to walk away as victors, but sadly,
only I2K have that opportunity.
Exactly.
In Panic, the best they can hope for is a draw, which would be much valued for them. And they're just walking straight up short here. Sorex will get the pick onto Focus, but the T's still looking like they want to commit. We do have Zenta already inside the ladder and trying to get that reply onto the AWPer. But Sorex just tucking away, playing his life, doesn't want to overextend.
Don't know how crucial this round is.
Yeah, and Shane walking up the ramp will actually be bested by Dragonstar. He was ready for it, but still couldn't quite convert the kill. Center, ooh, Dragonstar, it's all falling apart a little bit here for Panic at the Veto. NCX and CLAC, all that remains up against 4. LTH is going to be picking off the AWP, and NCX needs to be the hero if Panic at the Veto wants to scratch this into a draw.
Hold on.
Is able to get the double kill. Center still lurking around the stairs, but will actually win the fight onto NCX. It was a long slog, but I2K emerged victorious in this round 2 group game.
I'm really glad we got to catch this game when we did. I'm assuming those first couple rounds were probably insane as well that we missed out, but we got given an OT to wrap things up nicely here. We got a Zeus, we got a knife, we got some sick moments. That's UKCS right there, man. That's beautiful.
This is UKCS
heritage. This is heritage. We had some French Counter-Strike on display earlier. UK teams, they're not here to mess around and get ran over. They want to show what they can. What a chance for this Epic is to play teams like Alliance, to play teams like Foot, Iberian Soul. I mean, this is their time to shine and show what they got.
Yeah, obviously we saw it from Team Solomon in that opening game, very much taking foot to the ragged edge. But yeah, so the UK teams are not here to just play around; they are here to try and win. And this was an absolute slobber knocker between these two, very much with hopes of playoffs, I'd say, for both of them.
Yeah, I can see them doing a good run. I mean, they were very good in Masters Quals, obviously. I mean, they were technically, both of them, towards the top of UKCS. Obviously, Panic at the Vita, a bit of a mix. So they'll probably go back to their respective teams after this. But all of them showing great, great promise.
Yeah, indeed. And I2K, honestly, I think we were all expecting I2K to perform a little bit stronger coming into this tournament.
Yeah.
That two stand-in situation maybe being a bit of a bugbear for them. But if they are able to steady the ship, because there were moments during that game where they were flawless, if they are able to find a bit more consistency in those moments, I could see them making a decent playoff run.
Honestly, keep your word to that. We'll be checking in on that as the weekend progresses. But yeah, I do agree. I2K definitely should have been a bit stronger. But again, you got to remember, stand-ins, it's Epic Land. Some people not able to turn up for reasons unknown. But they still got the victory. That's what matters. They'll be just happy walking away as the win. Panic at the Vito, hopefully they don't keep their heads too down. I mean, honestly, what a showing. I forgot what round number it was, but when it was 14-13, that round should just go down in Epic Land history. Because, my God, the calling on display, the Ninja Diffuse to finish it off, it had everything, didn't it?
It was absolute perfection. That is the Counter-Strike I want pumped directly into my veins.
Ooh, me too, indeed. But obviously, the show does not stop here. Obviously, we are a little bit behind time, so of course, we're going to go to a little break. And of course, you got more UK editage with Crescent Rose and Aimer Legion coming up after the break.
That'll be a fun one.
Don't go anywhere.